What is up? This is the Shot Talk podcast. I'm Drew, and of course, we are always, once again, live from the workbench. And today, we have some of the biggest winners in the NBA draft and a new parody. This fucking thing. A new parody of Stuff My Wife Says and What's for Dinner is a Burger King Whopper with cheese copycat recipe. And an actual video, by the way. I'm doing all videos for What's for Dinner. And we're going to get into the biggest winners in the draft and go back and break down my mock draft. And see how many I got right. Get this shit turned off. And we have Michael Porter Jr. falling to 14, going to the Nuggets. What an absolute steal. Even if he sits out for a year. I mean, which I don't think he will. But you gotta look at other guys like Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons' first year. And how about Embiid blowing up Ayton on Twitter? The number one draft. What a nice guy Embiid is. Anyways, Michael Porter Jr. When he was called up to the podium, he put his arm around Adam Silver, and I don't know if this is the exact same time that I seen this. And at least at some point, I caught a glimpse of his vest under his sport coat, and it looked like a back brace. Did anyone else notice that? I mean, because I did. I don't think it even was. It didn't match. It looked like it was black. I think someone in the spotlight. I can't fucking talk. And everyone around him watching, he would have had it underneath everything. I don't know. I just seen it. I thought I would mention it. Boston Celtics picking up Robert Williams, falling to 27th. I had him at 13. I probably jinxed him. Wait till you see the Celtics running the floor, though. I mean, they mention his work ethic, and I think he's a real pickup, definitely at 27. I would say he's made some poor choices. He has some terrible-looking tattoos. But what can you do? Millennials. And he's getting paid. He's getting paid the big bucks. Get those shitty tats covered up. I mean, they're on the outside of his arms. He's got one on the inside of his arm that looks okay, but the one where, I don't know if it said 1997 or whatever year he was born, but Jesus, it looks bad. It looks real bad. Oh, by the way, printer's out, so I'm reading this, from the phone. I don't want to bash the kid, but I like his game. The biggest winners of them all in this draft, in my shitty opinion, is the Hawks. They picked up Trae Young. I know I'm going to butcher his name. And I've actually heard it today. Kevin Herter, but it's not Herter. I know. I already know. He's an absolute stud shooter. His footwork reminds me of Klay Thompson. Watch some of his workout videos. He really does have some great footwork. And honestly, I don't know as far as shooting-wise if he's as good as Klay. He's a shooter, though. I think, and he can play multiple positions. But I think he can get to the hoop a little bit better. They're going to be really fun to watch. They got some team. They got some team chemistry on the floor, picking up Amari Spellman and Jalen Bronson. And who would have thought Dante DiVincenzo? I know how to say his goddamn name. Would have been drafted before Bronson. But like a lot of Heisman Trophy winners, Brunson may have peaked in college. Maybe not. I can't wait till Dante, a.k.a. the Big Ragu, and that's what I'm going to call him because I can't obviously pronounce his name because I'm not smart enough. He's going to be in the next slam dunk competition. I would put money on it. These are my predictions. I honestly think Brunson will hold up in this league very well. I can't write this shit, let alone say it. Very solid two-way player. I mean, he's a solid guy. Okay, but the Big Ragu, Dante, I'm gonna see him in the slam dunk competition. I can feel it. And what else? Standout performance he had in the Final Four. I think the Hawks filled more holes than any other team and added more shooters than any other team. I don't know. Maybe Schroeder will be on the move. I almost guarantee it that he'll be on the move. I mean, they just picked up 2 point guards, you know. And I heard a thing today about what's his name? Probably the guy I should be talking more about is Trae Young, but they're already predicting him. I think it was Doug Gottlieb was predicting him to win Rookie of the Year. Well, he very well could, but he was saying that they're just going to give him the ball and blah, blah, blah. But I already knew that Schroeder was going way before Doug Gottlieb even fucking talked. But it should be a very fun team to watch next year. A little off-season stuff. Like you got the Dwight Howard trade for Timothy Mozgov. That hasn't been approved yet. And maybe a buyout on Howard's contract. Let's get to the breakdown of what the actual draft was and what my mock draft, what I had picked. And if you had listened to this before when I had my 2018 mock draft on YouTube or iTunes, blah, 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 I will try to put a link in the description, but it will only be on the description on YouTube, which we don't care about. Okay. So you have DeAndre Ayton going to the Suns at number 1. You have Marvin Bagley III going to the Kings at number 2, which I know a lot of you know this, but some people actually listen to this podcast. And you have Luka Doncic going to the Hawks at number 3. Jaren Jackson Jr. going to the Grizzlies at number 4. At number 5, going to the Mavericks is Trae Young. Yeah, I know. We'll get to the trades here. You got Mo Bamba at number 6 going to the Magic. Wendell Carter Jr. going to the Bulls at number 7. And at number 8, Cleveland Cavalier fans. Yeah, I know. This is who I wanted them to pick. They got Colin Sexton, the Red Bull or the Bull. I can't remember. The Bull, whatever. We'll just go with the Bull. I don't know why. That's who I wanted them to pick. At number 8, went to the Cavs, Colin Sexton. And then you have Kevin Knox going to the Knicks at number 9. Mikal Bridges going to the 76ers at 10. Again, we'll get to the trades. Shai Gilgeous, I'm probably butchering that, going to the Hornets at number 11. Yeah, I know, trades. And at number 12, Miles Bridges going to the LA Clippers. And at 13, Jerome Robinson going to the LA Clippers. He wasn't really on my radar. Then falling to number 14 was Michael Porter Jr. going to the Nuggets. What a steal for them. And then, of course, I'll try to leave a link in the description, blah, blah, blah. So then at all the way to 16 is Zaire Smith, and I have that down here because all these different trades. So you had Luka Doncic getting traded to the Mavericks for Trae Young, so on and so forth. Again, and then Mikal Bridges actually getting traded to the Suns for the 16th pick, which is Zaire Smith. And also Shea Gilgeous getting traded to the Clips for Miles Bridges. And he's going to the Hornets, obviously. So, here's what my draft was. And my mock draft, which was posted on May 12th. And I'll leave a link below for the other one. I had the Suns taking Aiden. God, I just lost my spot. Jesus Christ. Yeah, taking Aiden. So that's right. That's one right. 2, I had the Kings taking Marvin Bagley. That's 2 right. 3, I had Hawks taking Luka Doncic at 3. That's 3 right. 4, I had the Grizzlies taking Jaren Jackson Jr. 4 right. This is where it gets messy. So 5, Mavericks, I had taking Michael Porter Jr. That's wrong, but who knew he would fall to 14? And when I get to my 14th pick, which was Kevin Knox, which is where Michael Porter Jr. went, that's why. Here's the mix-up. So at 6, I had the Magic taking Trae Young. He went 5 to the Mavericks. At 7, I had Mikal Bridges. He went 10th. And 8, I had Colin Sexton to the Cavs. That's 5 right. Okay. So out of the top 8, I had 5 right. It's pretty fucking good. So 9, I had the Knicks taking Mo Bamba. He went 6th to the Mavericks. And this is wrong. He went 5th to the Mavericks. Anyways, 10th, I had the 76ers taking Zaire Smith. He went 16th. 11, I had the Hornets taking Wendell Carter Jr. Wendell Carter. He went 7th. And 12th, I had the Clippers taking Miles Bridges. That's 6 right. 6 right out of the top 12. I'll say it again. 6 right out of the top 12. That's definitely fucking redlining. 6. Okay, anyways. 13, I had Robert Williams being taken by the Clippers. Fell to 27th. And before it, because I didn't get to write it in my notes. I did get to write, it's a long story. Anyways, what a fucking genius, Jerry West is with his picks. That can't be overlooked. He should never be overlooked. I mean, he's the logo, right? I think he's the logo. Even if he's not, it doesn't matter. Okay, so, and then I had the Nuggets at 14 taking Kevin Knox. He went 9th. And that's where, yeah, I can't even, apologies, guys. I usually have this shit printed out. Not this week. Michael Porter Jr. Can't even think straight. But that's 6 out of 14. It's not bad for my first mock draft. Especially the first 4. But those are probably the easiest to pick. Stick around for the other part of the show. I know a lot of people that listen to the podcast are probably getting sick of hearing all about the NBA. And I'm not one-sided like that. But goddamn, I love the NBA. But we have some other different segments and material I'm working on, and it will be coming up in the next couple weeks. There's What's for Dinner. There's an actual video of me cooking, not just me commentating on a photo. Look for the creepy face cam. We have Stuff My Wife Says coming up today on the podcast. And Taxi Cab Confessions. I almost said confessional. That's the Catholic guilt talking. And some other material I'm working on. Before I go on to, Stuff My Wife Says, I just want to say I love my wife very, very much. And some of this stuff might only be funny to me because I'm obviously her husband. And we're very close. And, sometimes you'll find out all the quirks about someone and probably say things that you would never say to another person. There's no abuse going on, or at least till this is over. Her hitting me, and she has a very thick accent, although she is fluent in English and Spanish, so you can further understand the things I'm going to say. So you can wrap your fucking mind around it, and let's get on to that. Okay, so my wife's going to be here. I wanted her to be here for this, but I need to get this recording now. And I haven't played guitar in a while. So, you can probably hear that a little bit. Yeah. Hit the Hendrix song. Oh, that's flat. Okay. So on to Stuff My Wife Says, and hopefully this comes out okay. Old school Shop Talk Podcast. See if we can do the rhythm. I can't remember how to play it. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I'm about to give up on that eventually. So, I was going to have her here so she can say it and you can understand how she says it. But this is Stuff My Wife Says. This is Stuff My Wife Says. And this will probably be the shortest series of it all. And the first thing. Okay. So, first, she couldn't wrap her head around salsa and the 3 tiers of salsa, which is mild, medium, and hot. And we're in the grocery store, and as my wife is asking me the difference between medium and hot, there's a woman walking by, just rolling her eyes because she didn't understand, and she probably doesn't even know that we're married and blah 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 blah. So. Then, here's, I'm not stupid, Andrew. Yeah, I get that. And, Jesus Christ. Oh. And then there's the, I'm not stupid. I know how to read. Okay, I get that. I completely understand. Let me get a drink. I'm better. So, I said, you need to stop buying Hostess. Because she's on to buying Hostess. She says, psh, you need to stop drinking. Okay. And I just wanted a snack from Taco Bell. A couple cheap tacos. Like just a soft taco. Couple soft tacos. Nothing supreme or anything. She used to buy me those things. I'd tell her I want a couple tacos, and she'd buy supreme tacos. It's like, fuck it, I could make that at home. But she pulls up to the window, and she's like, I'll take 3 chalupas, please. You know what? Make it 4. Make it 4 chalupas. And you know how fucking expensive chalupas are? But I know, it's not that funny. It would have been better if she was here. She could have made her case. But she's not. People have things to do. People to see, things to do. And then you can go on to this other one. We'll do it. Oh, Jesus. And that's how we'll end it. I'll see you guys next week. And we'll actually have some other stuff coming up before next week. So, you guys take care. Please like and subscribe on iTunes and YouTube. And now there's whatever Instagram TV. And we'll probably have an account on there too. I should probably get a Patreon because I'm going fucking broke. And I'm about out of dog food. Let's see. Propane. Propane's gone. Yeah. So, like and subscribe. Thanks for listening. We appreciate all the listeners out there. Thank you so much.
Can it be that it was all so simple then?
Got me thinking, I remember the time.
Can it be that it was all so simple then?
Ain't no changing what's left.
Can it be that it was all so simple then?
Because we all race against death.
Can it be that it was all so simple?